Hello there, how are you? So I am back with another update for all of you once again. This update is related with you, your work, your purpose, and your personality. This update and this reading is talking about an issue or a challenge you might have experienced on your journey in the past or maybe very recently. I see here that there was an immature, nosy, entitled, jealous, envious person in your life or in your surroundings who started to judge you for being different. This might have happened in the past, so take it how it resonates and kindly listen to me till the end to understand what is either happening right now or what you can expect, okay? Oftentimes, people who are on spiritual path, people who have to isolate themselves or who get isolated on purpose because of a lot of reasons, end up getting judged, mocked at, ridiculed, and criticized by people who don't know what spirituality is and what is the need to go in reflection mode, in retreat mode, and in isolation. So I see that a lot of you attracted such sort of situations, ugly situations actually, and events where people started talking about you, gossiping about you, because everything about you and your life became a secret or a topic of gossip for other people. You are not meant to live like other people. You are not meant to work like other people. You are not meant, a lot of you are not meant for a 9-to-5 job. So all of this led to you getting judged and in some cases ostracized or outcasted. So right now I'm seeing that there's something going on with the people who misjudged you, judged you very, very harshly, ridiculed you, mocked at you, gossiped about you, who had spread lies and rumors about you, or were simply looking down on you and dragging your name through the mud. It was an acquaintance, or is in some of your cases. In some cases, it's a long lost friend who never really was a friend. In other cases, I see a classmate, a schoolmate, a workmate you had in the past who started looking down on you, who started talking smack about you, who started judging you and ridiculing you because you chose to live differently from others. You chose to follow your purpose. You chose a spiritual path rather than just focusing on material gains and on living a life of pomp and show mindlessly. You chose to devote yourself to God, or are choosing to do so. I saw number 444 right when I said that. You understood the need of spirituality and its importance. You understood the meaning of life, or you are realizing the meaning of life. This triggered a lot of people. Actually, you had a lot of ignorant, arrogant, entitled, mindless individuals around you who judge people based on what they do, where they are, and where they are going in life. They live a very conventional, traditional life. There's no place for any kind of positive change in their life. All they praise about is a person's position, status, power, prosperity, and things of that sort. So there was someone here, or is someone here in your life who assumed that you've lost everything in life and that's why you're hiding yourself out of shame or out of embarrassment. So this person made sure that you feel humiliated in his or her presence, or in some cases they were humiliating you, insulting you, and bitching about you behind your back. You know about these people. You know these people actually, okay? Some of you worked with these people in the past. As I said, workmates as well. In some cases, in worst case scenarios, these are your students. If you were an instructor, a mentor, a teacher, something like that, a coach maybe, okay? It's because things were going good for these people in their life. They may have achieved something, some of their goals. They may have received some sort of reward, promotions, or something good, okay, let's say. That made them feel as if they are superior than you or more successful than you. They had no idea what was going on in your life, what you were doing, what made you disappear, what are you learning about, what you're preparing about, or for what you are gaining and acquiring. They had no idea about it. They just jumped to conclusions, made mindless assumptions, and started talking smack about you, or are talking smack about you right now, because they think that you are a nobody, or you'll always be a nobody, as you've chosen a spiritual path and you are less likely to have material prosperity around you. That's what they believe. I'm not saying that you do not have it. In many of your cases, I feel like and I see that you have it, but you are not obsessed with it. You're not obsessed about keeping it with yourself or bragging about it. You are not boastful like these people. You do not judge people. You've learned your lesson, actually, but they haven't. So, because of their nature or their immaturity, I see them crossing the limits. I see that they have crossed their limits, for which I see death entering in their life. Okay, you might have heard some of these stories about you, false stories. You might have came to know about something like that which was disturbing or depressing. I see that here. Some of these rumors, some of these talks landed on your ears which disturbed you a lot, which made you upset and discouraged for a while. So now I see that things have changed here. Okay, these people were thinking that they'll always fly high and they'll always have this right to look down upon you and talk negatively about you. But now I'm seeing that you are coming back in the spotlight. You are coming back stronger than ever before. Now I see that these people are watching you from afar, and if you've recently started showing yourself up, maybe on social media or in person, they're looking at what you have achieved. They're looking at how respectful you are, what status you have in the community or society, because now you are on top by choosing your spiritual path or by following your purpose, especially if you have a spiritually based business, profession, or occupation. If you are healers, light workers, teachers, coaches, mentors who talk about mental health, let's say, or abuse of any kind, who provide people with help, healing, and assistance, people are seeing it. People are watching you, people are praising you, people are respecting you, and now people can see how high you're flying. In the past, they were judging you, looking down on you, mocking about you, talking all kinds of things about you because they assumed that you were gone for good, and they were very happy seeing your back, walking away from everything. You disappeared for a reason. God made you disappear for a reason, so that once you come out with something that helps other people, that enlightens other people and their mind or their lives, that brings solace and healing and harmony and things of that sort. They couldn't see it. They couldn't even imagine it, that you'd come up with something so marvelous and so outstanding. They never believed in you. As I said, these are very, very mature and stupid people here. They've got no clarity, no wisdom, no knowledge, nothing. All they do is just follow the crowd, mindless people they've got in their life, who only talk about attracting material wealth, prosperity, and just getting married one day, having a trophy wife or husband besides them. That's what they do. So you cannot expect much from that, and you shouldn't even be bothered about it. But I see that it was upsetting when you came to know that these were your people, or these were the people you really admired and loved or cared about in the past from the core of your heart. It was depressing and heartbreaking in some of the cases. It really broke your heart, let's say. So now I see that the same kind of situation is being presented to these people. Now they are getting humiliated and are landing in embarrassing situation because whatever they were flying high about is all gone. As I said, they are receiving death. They are getting presented with death. All the scriptures, all our God-given books suggest us, warn us never to disrespect a person who is devoted to God, who is working for a good cause or on something spiritual, who is on a spiritual path, who minds his or her own business. That's very clear, but still we've got people like these who do not care about something like that, as they believe nothing ever is going to happen to them. No one's ever going to come to confront them or, bring them their consequences. So now I see that the consequences have arrived and the death is here for these people. It's not real death. In some cases that might be possible, but that's not what I'm seeing. I see the death of whatever they were flying high about, whether it was their profession, occupation, business, position, power, authority, whatever it was. It was something related with work and occupation, because they were judging you on that. It's because you chose to take a spiritual path or you chose to pursue a spiritually based career or profession. They started judging you and looking down upon you, thinking that you're no match for them, when in reality they're no match for you. So now I'm seeing that someone has arrived in their life or at their workplace, maybe in their business field, who took everything away from them or is aiming at doing that. Now they are heartbroken and disappointed over what happened and how things turned out, because now I see that they are looking at you and are seeing how gracefully you are rising and succeeding. Now they're watching you and are not able to look down on you, because they can see that there are people loving you and respecting you for obvious reasons, for real reasons. Some of them have a bitter taste about that. Some of them feel embarrassed and ashamed of themselves. They are now looking down upon themselves. They're comparing you and them, their own lives. So there's a lot they have to cry about now and sob about, feel ashamed about, regret, and feel remorse about, because it's all gone. The fame was gone, the entitlement got crushed or dissolved. No one's looking at them anymore. Everyone's looking at you because you're shining bright. No one cares about what they're doing. Everyone cares about what you're saying, what you're coming up, and what you're doing. Everyone wants to know what are you planning to do or are aiming to achieve in your life, what are your goals in life, and how they can take inspiration from you. No one's asking anything as such from them. No one is even interested in them or in knowing what's going on in their life. This is very disturbing. Very, very disturbing for these people. They thought that they'll have that place in life or that recognition, those rewards you're receiving, that fame or that fan following or whatever it is that you have, let's say, that is good in nature. They believe that they all deserve it and you don't. Or in other cases, they'll receive it and you'll never. That was making them look down on you or feel superior about themselves. That was the case, and now it's all gone. Diminished, dissolved, removed, deleted. There's nothing as such now. So now they don't even know how they should react and respond over the situation. In many of your cases, I see men here, immature young boys. In other cases, men and women both. So take it how it resonates. Immature ones, who are all about themselves, who work to feed their own ego and pride, who turn arrogant the next moment they achieve something or they receive some sort of award or trophy. Those were the kind of people I see you had in your life who were laughing at you, unfortunately, which kind of led to their own downfall and this bad luck they have received or are receiving right now. People are blocking them out, people are rejecting them, they are not able to find success when it comes to their work or other things related with their work. They are not able to achieve or get promotions or appraisal or praise or bonuses or things like that. Instead, I feel like they're getting humiliated or harassed at their workplace. People are talking about them the way they had been talking about you. And while all of this is happening, I see people praising you here and looking at you in awe, admiring you, adoring you, respecting you, loving you, wishing well for you, and wishing not so positive things for these people. So this is disturbing for these people, as they're losing things on one side and are watching you doing something they couldn't believe you would come up with or achieve in your life. This is very disturbing. I see them attracting failures here, sorrows here, suffering here, losses here. I see them struggling with their work or with attracting something good in their life. They thought that they were all settled and they wouldn't have anything to worry about, and for whole of their life they'll be able to laugh on you, assuming that you were doomed. It all went back. They kind of coerced themselves by looking down on you, laughing at you, or judging you that way, disrespecting you, your work, your purpose, and your authenticity, your uniqueness, individuality. They shouldn't have done that. It's very clearly explained in all our scriptures: never insult a spiritual person, touch not the anointed ones. But then there are these people who do not care about anything as such, who do not care about learning, evolving, and growing. So this is what comes at you when you do not pay attention to the details and you work against God and His commandments. This is what happens, and this is what comes at you. Well, terrible things are happening for these people, with these people, let's say. That's what I mean. Sicknesses, illnesses, troubles, enemies, sorrows, suffering, whatnot is there here for these people. I see it all here. I see justice for you. I see success for you. I see love for you. I see reunions happening. I see you getting admired and respected, having a place for yourself at some higher position. And you are going to use it all for a good cause, unlike these people. You are going to show love and respect to people, and you'll be very humble. If you're not, then make sure that you turn out to be that kind of a person, unlike these people. Learn from them and the mistakes they're making, because that's why it all happened with you, so that you do not turn out to be like these people. You wouldn't make those mistakes they're making right now. That way you lead your life as a positive example. Okay, so I see that they're watching you from afar even now, and are seeing that things have really changed and turned out in your favor. Some of them are learning from your example, which is a good thing. Some of them really feel ashamed of themselves, feeling ashamed of themselves, and want to change. They are changing for good, while others are just, they don't know what they should be doing and how they should react in the situation, because it's like a surprise for these people and a shock. Someone came and gave to them. That's what I see here. They're in a terrible situation, really. So just be yourself. I'm not going to say go and treat them nicely. I'll just say that just remain focused on your work and on your path. Keep going and keep moving forward. Don't look at these people. They don't deserve your presence. They need to be in this situation, this terrible situation they are in right now. Then only they learn their lessons. I'm not seeing anything as such where I can advise you to go to these people and help them. If they reach out to you, then make sure that you maintain strict boundaries. In other cases, you can block these people out. You don't have to talk to them, assist them, or, help them in any way. Just do your work and let people watch it. Okay, they'll receive the help they need or any kind of assistance that they require. Divine forces are in charge of making that happen. You do not have to take things in your hands. Let God handle things for you. Okay, so This was your update for today. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.